And you better enjoy these countries while you can, because in the next 5 years, these places gonna be just as uncomfortable to date women as America is right now. Good morning. What's going on, YouTube? This is one and only Travel Time with Paul. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you guys for the ones who already subscribed to my channel so far. Never thought my subscription would grow so damn fast. My goodness, it seems so surreal. But I thank you guys for all the support. And I really got to bring you guys top quality content now. It was going to be another month and a half before I go to my next country. But I may be leaving a little sooner than that now to bring you guys content, so it just won't be about just story time and things of that nature. So that's an agenda. And now I would tell you guys the next country that I'll be going to, but I'm gonna keep it as a surprise. So I'm gonna give a mini monologue right now. Now, the title of this video is, guys, don't bring your heart to Pattaya Part 8. And this one is gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be almost personal. It's gonna be about my uncle. Now, I told you, a lot of guys probably wondering, he making all these series about Pattaya. He must never went to another part of Thailand. Well, I spent most of my time in Pattaya, but I did get the opportunity to travel all over the country of Thailand though. And the reason I came to Pattaya in the first place, because I already kind of knew it was known as a red light district. Of course, it's the Las Vegas of Southeast Asia. It's Las Vegas on steroids without the casinos. But the main reason I came to Pattaya because let this camera stop shaking, because my uncle lives in Pattaya. He's been living in Pattaya since 2008, 2009. He's in his 60s, and he's having heart surgery. Now, because he's having heart surgery, it gave me the idea, don't bring your heart to Pattaya, because his heart got broke, literally. He's having heart problems because of his unhealthy diet throughout the years, and he also got his heart broke by a Thai woman, multiple Thai women throughout the time he's been living in the country or whatever. So yeah, he got his heart broken multiple ways. But let me finish up with my monologue before I go into the story. Now, I've been getting a lot of messages from Thai women that I know. I've been getting a lot of emails and WhatsApp messages of them telling me a lot of the black American guys has been blowing their phone up, telling them to report me, get me banned from the country, file a police report, all because I'm using some of their thumbnails. Luckily, most of them are cool with it. I had one though. She told me she didn't mind me using her pictures for my thumbnails, but a lot of her customers, these tricks, a lot of her clientele keep calling her, demanding that I take her picture down from the thumbnail. Now, she doesn't even have a problem with it, but you got black men from America trying to get me hemmed up in Thailand system. Now, you would think, much as I make these videos talking about don't bring your heart to Pattaya, and it's related to Thai women, you would think I have the issue with them, but it's not even a problem with them of me making these videos. It's the black men. This is why I keep telling you, young fellas and the new guys, whether you old or young, stop wanting to go all the way to Southeast Asia to network with black men. Don't do it. You set yourself up for failure. Go over there and get to know the locals. Go get to know the culture. And then for all these guys, they keep saying, why you got a problem with them listening to hip hop? Which ain't hip hop, it's rap, low vibrational music. Why you got a problem with them listening to rap? They embracing our culture. Bullshit. That is not embracing our culture. That low vibrational shit is not our culture. Black culture is more than just drill music, what's the other, sexual music and all that crazy shit. That is not black culture. Black culture is diversified. You guys get on the internet and y'all think y'all think everything you see on the internet applies to the real world. The internet is a small fraction of what's going on in real life. That's why you hear a lot of these guys talking about, I don't get my passport, I'm leaving. Women in the Matrix ain't no good. Cause they going by what they seeing on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. When if you get out of your damn house and you travel from coast to coast, you still can find good women in America of all different backgrounds. America is a massive ass country. It's big. All the so-called good women ain't gonna be on Instagram and on social media like that. All the good women that's in America ain't gonna be at the nightclub. Ain't gonna be at the place you can just walk out and you can just run across them. I met good women in America at the library, on college campuses, at grocery stores, at Whole Food markets, and at the fresh markets. I wasn't looking for them, but guess what? I got lucky and I stumbled across a lot of those kinds. And on a good day, I got lucky and I met a few of them at the karaoke spots doing happy hours around 5 or 6 in the evening, because they get off their corporate job and they go there and they catch the drinks doing happy hours, because you won't catch them nowhere outdoors after midnight. That's a good woman. Going all the way to Southeast Asia to go to 808 looking for a so-called traditional woman, that ain't no damn good woman. A lot of them women more treacherous than the American women you complain about. They just play the long game and they more conniving with it, and they hide their true intentions. Because if you really knew what was running through their head, you probably be getting on the first plane smoking, going back to America thinking, damn, hell, if I'm gonna deal with this, I might as well deal with a Western woman. Cause now, it ain't no different between them, the women you meet at these night spots and in these bars. Hell, Pattaya, it ain't no difference between a lot of the women you meet in Pattaya because they so damn Americanized now. In some cases, they worse than the Western women. But then you got these guys talking about because these women wearing cornrows, box braids, kinky hair, that's embracing our culture. I even heard guys say, because they saw Thai women twerking in the club, twerking just like a black woman out of ATL. I'm glad to see they embracing our culture. You dumb idiot. That's why I say a lot of these guys y'all see that's a part of these brotherhoods in Thailand. They more cornier than a Missouri cornfield. I don't mess with them. They cornballs and they two-faced, and they just as deadly as a venomous snake out of Arizona desert or some damn where. Now, I had another guy tell me when I told him, he asked me, why you keep making them Don't Bring Your Hearts to Pattaya series? I said, because I get tired of guys coming to Thailand simping, sometimes over simping. Then he said, well, I'd rather simp in Thailand than to simp in America for women that got multiple baby daddies. Negro, they got more than one baby daddy in Thailand too. The women y'all messing with got a bunch of kids that's living in the villages, that's living in Isan, and they don't even get to see half the time because they forced to go to the major cities to make money by any means necessary and send it back to their mothers, their fathers, their siblings, their kids, etc. So don't be fooled by a lot of these guys in the Facebook groups. Now, I'm gonna answer y'all a question. Long as I lived in Thailand, you probably wondering, why didn't you get married? That's not long enough to vet a foreign woman. Like I told you, places like the Philippines, Cambodia, and Thailand and Vietnam, you just can't get with them women and be with them a couple of months and think you know them. I think this is one, I'm gonna go ahead on and put a ring on it. It doesn't work like that. It's not like in America. Them women know how to hide their true intentions very well. You could be with one of them for 10 years and out the blue, she'll just up and leave you with no explanation, and you'll be looking lost in the sauce, confused like, damn, what did I do wrong? But then like that guy that say he rather simp in Thailand than a simp in America, that is the most illogical thing I heard in the whole month of February. That'll be the equivalent of somebody saying, I'd rather get an Eastern Diamondback out of Florida, Miami, Florida, and put it in California because the weather in California much cooler. The Diamondback rattlesnake won't strike me, it'll be friendly. That's the dumbest shit ever. But I digress. Let me get into the topic of the video. Guys, Don't Bring Your Heart to Pattaya Part 8. Now, this one is about my uncle, but I won't mention his name. I love him to death, but he's down there on his deathbed. That is the #1 reason I even came to Pattaya, because I already had told him months ahead of time that I was coming to Thailand, but I wanted to go to Bangkok, because at least when I was using this app called Bumble, and that's how I know dating sites don't work the same as they do in America. They actually worse, because at least in America, when you trying to date a woman in America on a dating site, the only guys you competing with is the guys in your country. When you mess with these foreign women in Colombia, the DR, Thailand, and these other countries, you competing on the international level now with guys from like 130 different countries or whatever, so it's even worse. And these dating sites are making these foreign women like in Thailand egos big. So don't get it misconstrued. I can tell a lot of you guys ain't never traveled outside the country before, because y'all keep thinking only women in the matrix can have big egos from social media. Nah, partner, it's spreading worldwide. And when Rolling Loud get through with Thailand ass, y'all think women in Pattaya westernized now? Oh, you ain't seen shit yet. Especially anytime they feeling comfortable using the word nigga around you, because a lot of these guys, especially these black dudes from the USA, they helping bringing that westernized mentality to Thailand by introducing these women to the show called Empire. A lot of these degenerate American shows, I've had a lot of them tell me that I asked them, how you know about a show called Power? Oh, my ex-boyfriend from America got me watching. And I just looked at the floor and shook my head. And I'm like, that's why I don't feel sorry for a lot of these dudes, because they complaining about what they running away from. They bringing that shit to these other countries. You ain't got to introduce her to you ain't got to introduce her to those degenerate shows like Empire, Power, Snowfall. Hell, she didn't even know that shit even existed until you brought it to her. A lot of y'all dudes are cornballs. If you really want her to, when I come to Thailand, I don't want to hear American music. I don't want to feel like I just got on a plane, just to fly 20 hours to another part of America. But when you in them tourist traps, that's what it feel like. That's why after a while I said, forget this. I need to go to like the countryside. I need to leave and go to the village. And boy, didn't it feel refreshing. I don't regret it to this day. Because if I never left the tourist zone, I would have had a bad perspective about the whole country and probably never would have went back. But because I branched out and I started going to like the unfamiliar areas, it felt great. I learned a whole lot more about their culture. I even learned Thai a little bit. I can say about 25 words in Thai. And I'm gonna tell you guys something else. I noticed the difference between the Thai women outside of the tourist traps versus the ones that's in a major city. If you know any lick of Thai in Pattaya or even Bangkok, it'll turn some of the women off. And BMT even said that in one of his videos. And you'll be thinking, damn, you would think because I'm embracing their culture and I'm trying to learn the language, that'd be a plus for me, like it would be in any other country. Nope. The reason why those women don't want you to learn the language, because a lot of times you could be out on a date with them and their friends, and they talking about you like a dog right there in your face. Anytime their friend keep looking at you and glancing at you, that girl that you thought was your girlfriend is talking about you like a dog. I'll give you an example. If you big and out of shape, or first of all, you can be dusty. You can look like Flavor Flav. You can look like the old little Boosie. You could be a man looking like Tasha K, like a St. Louis raccoon. You still gonna get a lot of attention from the Thai women and Bangkok and Pattaya. But the problem is, if you looking to settle down and you want a traditional women, those ain't gonna be the women you want. Cause Thai women are shy for the most part. Asian women are shy. The high quality ones, the traditional ones, they ain't got all that tattoos and fake eyelashes. Cause yes, Thai women in these tourist traps got a lot of fake eyelashes. Hell, you see more women with fake eyelashes and fake body parts just as much as you see in the Matrix. That's why I understand why these guys only thinking it's going on in the Matrix. It's worldwide now. Have you ever heard of globalization? Yes, it's real. One world order and all that madness, it's really coming to life sooner than I thought. But you will run across a lot of Thai women with fake eyelashes and you'll be thinking, damn, I thought a lot of them come with it. How you go to an exotic place and the women still gotta make themselves look exotic? That don't make sense to me. And I was with one and I seen her take hers off. This woman went from looking like a 9-piece to a straight up 6+. Still had a decent body, but she went there cute in the face without them thick eyelashes. So stop thinking black women and women in America are the only ones getting fake eyelashes. You will be surprised when you go to these other places. And you better enjoy these countries while you can, because in the next 5 years, these places gonna be just as uncomfortable to date women as America is right now. So all that hollering about, oh man, it's cheap to live in these places. They going up every day thanks to the Russians. The Russians have already helped raise the prices up in Phuket. The price for a condo or Airbnb is high as the giraffe ass on crack cocaine in Phuket. And I wouldn't be surprised if it starts to spread like the AIDS virus throughout Thailand. So you better get in while you can and better enjoy it while it's good. And most places of these countries, because from the way it's looking, it's getting Americanized at a rapid rate. But then you got a lot of these guys happy that these women so-called embracing black culture. That ain't no damn black culture. Get out of here with that. If they was really embracing black culture, they'll know more about a lot of our black leaders from back in the day, the 60s. Hell, I wouldn't even mind if they were listening to a lot of jazz music if you were going to a lot of these places. Or a lot of Marvin Gaye, Bobby Womack, a lot of the soul music, a lot of that good stuff, you know, that we grew up listening to. I know I look young, but my parents used to play a lot of the good music that was good for the soul. Not that low vibrational stuff they playing right now. Everywhere you go in Pattaya and Bangkok, you hear Kodak Black, you hear Amigos, you hear NBA Youngboy, you hear Lil Durk, you hear a lot of drill music. Y'all call that black culture? Last time I checked, in Chicago, drill music is responsible for a whole generation of deaths. And that's it in the last 10 years or whatever, since Chief Keef came onto the scene or whatever. But y'all happy they embracing that? Listen. I thought a lot of you guys were trying to get away from the Matrix, not go to another Matrix. That's like jumping from one frying pan and going to another one. But it's cooking you slower than the one in America was cooking you. But let me get into the story about my uncle. So I told him I didn't want to go to Pattaya. I wanted to go to Bangkok because I already heard about Pattaya. But I did think at least you can still meet decent quality women in even Pattaya, which you can, but it's slimmer than the garter snake. It's slim. So you better off not even going there if you're looking for a traditional wifey. You better off going elsewhere else in the country. But there, and truth be told, if you really looking for a wife, you really better off going anywhere else but Thailand. I'm gonna be honest. Because racism ain't really as strong in Thailand like it is in America, but it does exist. It's a class system, and a class system do go off skin tone. It was one time, and they still do to a certain extent. If you was a darker Thai, they consider you poor. cause they figure you got dark by working out in the sun, and if you work the blue collar jobs working out in the sun, you got dark by being in the sun all day. The lighter you were, the higher class you was in, and the more successful they consider you. The darker you were, the more poor they thought you were. I had a handful of Thai women tell me, you're handsome, but I don't date dark men. And I'm like, what do you mean dark men? They say they don't date dark men, they prefer European or lighter Thai men. And you're gonna run across a lot of that too, especially in Bangkok also. So for all these guys keep saying Thai women are starting to date black men at large number, no the hell they ain't, don't be fooled. It's only the ones that couldn't get white men no more, and that was shunned from the men in their culture that was misused and threw away, so they ain't got no other option but to date black men. If they had their choice, it'd be like the 70s and the 80s. You would be getting a small, you would still be getting left over now, but you getting left over at a larger number now, because a lot of them are opening up, but they wait until they hit the wall with a lot of miles on them and old and not attractive to their own men no more, and then they open up to dating black men. Because if you actually stop chasing that Asian puss and have a conversation with one of them, and you listen to them talk and put two and two together, they'll tell you exactly what I'm telling you now. Yes, I used to date. I got a baby by a Thai man in Eastern. Then when I came to Pattaya, I started dating white men. Then when I got about 30 or 31, I started dating black men. Then you'll be like, oh damn. So you had to wait till you get almost old and post-wall to be open up to black men. Cause truth be told, they didn't have no other option. So they gotta make money some damn how. So now they after your ass. And y'all happy to have date leftovers. I ain't happy to have nobody leftovers. I wasn't even happy to have nobody leftovers in America. If I was talking to a Caucasian woman, you better believe she didn't have no damn braids and she didn't sound like somebody from South Dallas or Oak Cliff. It was one of the type you would see in like a like a Megan Fox or somebody like that, but with a curvaceous body or whatnot. If I'm dating a woman outside of my race, I want to date that woman. I want to date an Asian woman. I want to date a Brazilian woman. I want to date a Latin woman and get to know her culture, eat her food. I don't want to date nobody that's embracing my culture, because a lot of times them relationships do not be successful at all. So let me get into the story about my uncle. So he already had been having heart problems, and he's type 2 diabetic. And for months before I got to Thailand, he was sending me a lot of pictures of this beautiful Thai woman that he was with. They was in the process of getting a child together, and they was in the process of getting married. Now, when he told me about it, the first red flag is the lady was like damn near 3 decades younger than him. He in his 60s. This woman had to be like 31 to 32, but she still looked very young for her age, because a lot of Asian women, they kind of age pretty well. And she was cute. So I flew into Thailand, got to the airport and went to Pattaya, and he pointed me into the right direction. He helped me get my Airbnb, but he could have did a better damn job in helping me choose cheaper and better condos, and that was a little bit bigger. But he was so fixated on this woman, because one thing he didn't tell me, he was already having issues with her. She was seeing other guys, and she was a glorified freelancer. And what I mean by that, she didn't have to sleep with many customers. She had him and other guys that was funding her lifestyle or whatever. So she was an organized freelancer. She didn't just have to get on Thai Friendly and go to the nightclubs and chase down customers. She could just do it for the comfort of the damn condo that he was paying for every month. Condo looked better than mine. I didn't even know they had luxury condos look like that. I started feeling played, and then I'm thinking to myself, and I asked him too, Uncle, you put this woman in this nice ass looking condo while I'm in this little shoebox that y'all call a luxury condo. He told me, I didn't know your price. I thought you had a budget. I didn't think you want to spend a lot of money on the condo, because she was paying like 25,000 baht a month for that condo. It was real nice too. If you want to go to somebody's apartment, they got to come all the way downstairs and page you in and whatnot. It was one of them very safe condos. So when I got to Pattaya the first day, I met them or whatever. I went to her condo, because from time to time he was staying there with her. But I was wondering why they wasn't living in the same condo. They was living in separate condos. But it all made sense as time went on. So she cooked us something to eat, and I noticed Thai people like their food very spicy. It can be good. I almost died at the table eating some Thai food. That shit was so damn spicy with green and red peppers in it, the real peppers. But I didn't care. My eyes was watery, tears while I'm still eating that food, because it was so damn good. It was some type of beef with crushed red peppers and green peppers in it. Well, she cooked something similar to that, and some type of noodles and squid. I don't like squid. It just don't taste good to me. I don't like it. It tastes rubbery. But for the most part, most of the food was good. And she came out sweet as she can be. Beautiful woman. So a couple of months went by. He went to the condo and he saw another young African-American guy, had to be like 23, 24, sitting at the condo on his couch in his robe with his shoes on. So he called me over, because I guess he didn't want to go toe to toe with this young guy, because he was already having a health problem. He said, hey, nephew, I need you to come over now. And I'm like, what's going on? I could just hear the worry in his voice. So I got on the motorbike and I went to the condo where she was living at. He had to come downstairs and page me in. I go up there with him and he looking sad and shit. I'm like, hey, bro, what's happening? What's going on? Nothing, man. I just need you to be by my side in case that young dude want to get stupid with me or something. So we get in the condo and he was like, now, I want you to put him out now. I pay every month for you to stay here. I don't want you seeing other men. Truth be told, she was already seeing other guys at the condo. It was just my first time finding out about it. And they had been arguing like 15 or 20 minutes before I got there. Then she started mouthing out, I don't have to do anything. You pay for me to be here. So then she started mouthing off, I don't have to do anything. He welcome to stay here. Then the dude was like, well, why you doing this? I'm paying you enough money and you getting money other ways. I don't know how you get it. Then I'm still agreeing to Thailand myself. I'm like, damn, how is she getting it? But I later found out that wasn't the other customer. She was the only customer that she was dealing with, that young guy. So the young guy, hey man, I'm gonna need you to go. I already paid for my time. It's my turn. You need to bounce, partner. Then my uncle looked at him and said, listen here, young punk, don't you talk to me. I done told you, stay out of our conversation. You out of the equation, punk. Then the young dude was about to say something else again because they already been arguing before I got there. So I looked at him. I really wasn't gonna really do much, but if he jumped up and hit my uncle, I was gonna have to jump in and mollywop his ass. So the young dude looked at me and he looked at my uncle. He said, damn, two big dudes. Cause he had to be every bit of 165 pounds. So he like, two big dudes, maybe I should stay out of that conversation. So he talking back to his girlfriend, and I wanted to tell him, man, uncle, let's go before you run your blood pressure, your sugar up. This shit ain't worth it. Let's go somewhere and calm down. So he trying to reason with her, trying to get her to compromise and put the dude out of the place. But I'm sitting here thinking to myself like, man, this is a lost cause. You might as well charge this to the gang and just start paying for the damn rent every month. But he was in love for this damn woman, man. All the time woman. As long as he been here, he was still that damn stupid and not even to be falling for this woman. So that's when she started going off. I asked you for money the other day to send for me mother. You didn't give it to me. So I gotta get money to send to me mother, me father, me son, and me sister. And I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker, I thought she was nice. She a little feisty something. And this before I realized that a lot of time women had mental issues and they can be crazy as hell if you get on their bad side. A lot of them really do, and a lot of them do use drugs. He found out later she was on cocaine or whatever, and she was using ice, but she did not look like it. But I guess it made sense because she was a tiny little something, small, but she still looked good. Because most of the white American women you see in America, you can tell when they on ice by their skin and their teeth. So he started back talking to her and her voice got loud. She started yelling at him. Listen here, don't you talk to me like that. You don't yell at me. And I'm like, hey, uncle, calm down, because his eyes started turning bloodshot red. No, nephew, I got this. She ain't about to yell at me. She about to listen to me. Then I'm like, man, why the hell I got to get caught up in this shit? I'm still new to the country. Man, so I said, hey, let's just go, this shit ain't worth it. Then the young dude jumped in again. You better listen to him. My uncle walked towards him and started standing in his face. And he was like, look, listen here, you little motherfucker. I don't told you don't say nothing to me. Shut up talking to me. Then I stepped over and I tried to push my uncle back. The young dude stood up and I just told him, hey, partner, hey, man, hey, just chill. Hey, just leave, man, so this shit won't escalate and get as big as it is right now. The young dude listened to me and he took my uncle robe off and took his shoes off and he left. Then my uncle started back talking to his girlfriend. Why are you doing this? Just why? Him customer, what are you worried about? My damn stupid uncle gonna ask her when I know damn well he probably knew all the time, but he was just front in front of me. But I'm pretty sure he knew since I had lived in Thailand long enough to already know what time it is. Well, damn it, if him customer, what the hell am I? I wanted to answer the question for him, but I looked at him like, nigga, you a customer too. You just a glorified customer. You a certified trick, uncle. Yes, we blood, but I had to break it to you. You a damn customer too. So me and my uncle left. He cried a little bit and I said, man, it ain't even worth it, bro. She a prostitute, she a high-end prostitute. Why, you couldn't do no better than that? Then I realized he older, he really couldn't do no better than that. So that's why I realized why a lot of old timers go to Pattaya and retire in Pattaya. Cause you be asking yourself, big as Thailand is, why they only go to Pattaya? I mean, and I understand they chasing their high school glory days. Cause you got a lot of old heads in their 50s and 60s. When you go to 808 and Flex, they dressing like it's 2001 or 2002 or something. And then it's like, they like a kid in a candy store. It's like you could tell they ain't had no attractive woman in about 20 years. So they reliving their high school glory days and they acting more childish than the youngsters when they come to these women. I even seen one look like he was dressed like he was in a Chinky video from 2003. I like it when she do that right there type shit. He met a young Thai chick in the club and he wanted to take her home and she told him it would be 4,000 bahts, which is not the going rate. This fool said, okay, looking like Scooby-Doo and shit. Then she also told him, well, damn, if he gonna pay that, I'm gonna get him to buy all my friends drink and pay for our VIP. pay for our section in 808. So she said, I want you to buy all my friends drinks and pay for the VIP section, which came up to about 800 baht or something like that. I mean, my bad, 8,000 baht or something like that. That shit ain't cheap. It was, hold on, no, my bad. It was close to 30,000 baht, which is almost a damn $1,000 or whatever. This fool said, okay. I pulled her to the side, I say, man, how long have you been in Thailand? Oh, I just got here 2 days ago. When I gave him the rundown, he left them women alone instantly because he was about to be a damn sucker. And that's the problem. A lot of these dudes don't do their research and they just go over there and they thinking 5,000-6,000 baht. Oh man, that's cheaper than what I pay in America. Then you had one dude tell me, oh, youngster, you just cheap. You coming over here with this westernized mentality. That ain't no westernized mentality. Because guys, what you gotta remember, everything in Thailand is negotiable. When you go to them markets and you buy them knockoff Yeezys and they selling them for 1,000 baht, you could talk them down to 600 baht. Well, that includes women. Women are negotiable too. So, and especially if you like me and you relating to the trick and lifestyle, man, to hell what they talking about. I don't want to be no damn trick the rest of my damn life or whatever. I don't want to pay a woman to be around me when the whole time, if I pay her to stay the night with me, she probably thinking I can't wait until these 8 hours over with so I can go back to where I come from and not be around this dusty, smelling ass dude or whatever. That's what a lot of them be thinking. Versus if I meet a woman that's genuine and I wasn't leading with my pocket when I met her and she happened to be around me and she like my charisma and just being around me and I ain't have to pay for her time, I read her for that. And that's what I was getting most of the time once I left Pattaya. Once I got out of the red light district, I was starting to meet the Thai chicks that we'll hang out together. We'll go to the tiger park and we'll go to like feed the monkeys and stuff like that. And she'll enjoy being around me and I didn't have to pay for her damn time. If I paid 3,000 baht for her to stay the night with me, 8 o'clock in the morning, she ready to go. I didn't have to worry about none of that. I met one of them and they stayed the night with me and we woke up the next morning. I'm asking her, babe, let's do something. Let's go to Hoi Hin or something. Let's go to Garland Island or something. I'm like, okay. And I didn't have to pay. So I say this to say this. Back to my uncle. What ended up happening, we left. I told him, let's go somewhere and calm down or whatnot. Well, later on that night, I guess they ended up fighting or whatever. She had the police come and get him and he went to jail. The next time I heard from him, he was calling me from jail or whatever. She told the police when they got there, he had been beating her up for 5 or 6 months. He had to give her a black eye, and based on what he told me when we left, she had to bruise herself. She had to hit herself with an object, with one of them things they used to crush the red peppers up with, and call the police on him and file a police report on him while he was gone and whatnot. So he ended up getting in a world of trouble, and when I saw him, his eyes was black and his lip was busted. The police had to beat him up once he got back to the condo because they was waiting on him. So I paid the money to help get him out of jail or whatever. It ended up being a lot of money. I can't remember how much it was, but it was almost 1,000 damn US dollars or whatnot. And he ended up going back to the USA for a while, but then he came back to Thailand right before I left. So the moral of the story, guys, vet these women when you get there. If you brand new to Thailand, make sure you vet them. Leave your heart at the airport if you're going to the red light zones. Take your brain, take your common sense, and don't be thinking with your small head. Be very calculating, because like I told you before, Thai women are very calculating too. So be 3 steps ahead of them, because like I said before, they got better game than American women. They more slick and they very patient. So until next time we meet, I'm out. Make sure you like and subscribe, and part 10 would be a whole lot better. I had to put this video together for y'all because it's been days since I uploaded. But remember, quality over quantity. So I hope y'all like the video, and maybe I'll get lucky if it get 1,000 views by the end of the week. I'm very humble. I don't need a whole lot of subscribers and a lot of views. I'm just glad y'all taking this information and putting it to good use and utilizing it in a proper way. So until next time, I'm out. Deuces.